Welcome to the channel. Today, we're talking about one of the most discussed statements in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers openly called out his wide receivers and said the Steelers deserve the boos from their own fans. What led the quarterback to criticize his receiving corps so directly, and how does this impact the locker room? Stay tuned to learn all the details and the context behind his words. Aaron Rodgers experienced one of his most frustrating afternoons of the season in the Steelers' 26-7 loss to the Bills, a game in which nothing worked for the offense and in which the quarterback took responsibility while also delivering clear criticism toward his receivers. With a black cast protecting his fractured left wrist, Rodgers completed just 10 of 21 passes for 117 yards, one of his worst totals in games where he attempts more than 20 passes. From the start, the lack of connection with his teammates was evident, something he pointed out by saying that it only takes showing up to meetings, watching film, and running the correct routes when he makes an adjustment at the line. The lack of sync showed on several key plays. On a third down, Rodgers threw a deep pass to Roman Wilson, but the ball ended up 4 yards over his head due to a misread of the wind, according to the quarterback. Later, he tried to connect with Jonnu Smith in the end zone, but while Rodgers threw inside, the tight end broke to the outside. For Rodgers, mistakes like that cannot happen at this point in the season. The crowd didn't hide its frustration either. The boos were constant, even when Rodgers returned to the field after being treated for a cut on his nose. The veteran quarterback understood the reaction and didn't judge it. On the contrary, he said it was deserved after such a poor offensive showing. The anger eventually shifted toward Coach Mike Tomlin as fans loudly chanted for him to be fired, chants that were clearly heard on the broadcast. Tomlin, visibly disappointed, acknowledged that the team wasn't up to the standard, while players like Calvin Austin III pointed out that the offense is not meeting the franchise's historic expectations. The defense wasn't spared from criticism either. T.J. Watt admitted the unit came out without the necessary energy and was overwhelmed by a rushing attack that totaled 249 yards, something Pittsburgh hadn't allowed since 1975. Despite the turmoil, Rodgers expressed support for Tomlin and insisted that the responsibility falls on the players. The quarterback emphasized that they need a flawless week of preparation to regain control of the division and finally show the level of play they failed to display on the field. Thanks for joining me for this breakdown. The situation between Aaron Rodgers, his receivers, and the reaction from Steelers fans continues to be a major topic, so I'll keep an eye on any updates. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.